New developments tonight out of Australia on the heels of those deadly and so destructive wildfires there. Firefighters in New South Wales say for the first time this season, all brush and grass fires in that area are finally now contained. The Rural Fire Service says it's taken a lot of work by firefighters, emergency services, and communities there to get to this point. A Valley pilot now back home after spending the last 30 days battling the fires across Australia. Only on ABC 15, he's sitting down with our Cameron Pullum, sharing his experience and grief following the crash of a fellow tanker crew.
My boss called and it's like, hey, we're getting the contracts to go to Australia. When can you leave?
From the moment Arizona native Andrew Harrington landed in Australia, the longtime firefighter and tanker pilot knew his presence was appreciated.
They were very thankful for us to be there, but we were just as thankful to go over there and help.
Harrington flies for a company called Erickson Aero Tanker, called in as millions of acres burned out of control.
It was on a pretty large scale because of the urban interface. Usually these bushfires are burning out in the middle of nowhere, but they were in Sydney and Canberra and Brisbane, right in the middle of neighborhoods.
He spent weeks dive bombing retardant into the growing flames. Even from the air, it was hard knowing what was happening on the ground.
Everybody was impacted by them. Even if they didn't lose a house or something, their family member probably did.
More than 300 homes were destroyed, 1 billion animals dead, and 28 people lost their lives, plus 3 of his fellow firefighters, including Paul Hudson of Buckeye.
Anytime you leave the ground in an airplane, there's an inherent danger.
On January 23rd, a C-130 tanker crashed south of Canberra. The news delivered to Harrington's crew almost immediately.
It wasn't from our same company, but it's a very small industry, very small. We all know each other. We all break bread together.
They had a choice, shut down operations for the day or keep fighting, deciding to honor those who lost their lives by diving back in.
They would want us to fly it.
The crash, a wake-up call for his family waiting at home.
Realizing that his job is extremely dangerous, that's kind of when the anxiety happens.
But it's outweighed by the pride felt, making a difference for those who need it most on the other side of the world. I'm Cameron Pullum, ABC 15 Arizona.